Hey there, y'all. How's your day going? It's Cassandra here with Willowheart Prims. I've had this in my head to do, so I created it, cut it out, sewed it up, and then I have this cutie patootie little stocking here. I'll be offering this in my Etsy shop soon. But I wanted to go ahead and get it to how I like it, all roughed up and aged looking, because it takes me a little minute to do that. So I like to start off by sanding the fabric. So this is just a 60 grit sandpaper, and I like to go and just sand it down in certain areas. To make all my stuff look old if I can. There's just something, I don't know, I guess you'd say it's therapeutic to sit here and just rough something up. I don't know, I just really enjoy doing it. And now I'm going to try and pick some of these fibers and loosen these fibers up a little bit more. I don't know what this tool is. I found it in my husband's box, and I'm like, I'm using this. The older I can make it look, the better it is, because I want it to be like it was some little girl's stocking that she had way back in the day. So, I'm almost done. And you just take it as far as you want to take it, as make it look as old as you think it would be if it was from like the 1800s. And it's just been passed down throughout the years. One of my favorite things to do is grunge and make the fabric look really old. And then I have my walnut ink here. And it's just like, I don't know, like a teaspoon of water and just a touch of the walnut ink, and you can always test the darkness of it. And then I'm just going to put it all over in the areas where I think would be the most. And then I'm just gonna rough it up some more. And what I love about my the sublimated images because this is sublimated on here, that is that you can add the liquid over the top of it. Oh, Sandra Lynn. So it's almost done. It doesn't take long. Get that toe area, because the toe area would probably be more worn. And the heel. Oh my goodness, it's looking so cute. And at the inside, around these edges too, because around the edges it's and then when you're done, you could put some Sweet Annie in it, some greenery. I had to order some new Sweet Annie. And don't forget the seams. And then I think I'm going to add a little bit more. Move that, because that'll definitely make a mess everywhere if I hit it again. And if you don't have walnut ink, that's cool. You can take some dark brown paint and water it down. Oh, this is one of my favorite things to do. Oh, it looks so pretty, I think. I'm loving it. Especially once you get a little bit of greenery in there with a little pop of red. Yes, please. It's going to look so pretty. Look all worn and torn and tattered. Oh. My goodness. That's so cute. I think it's cute. Little vintage stocking. Okay. Oh my goodness, I'm in love. Ugh. Very simple. And that looks too new right there. We got to get that. Okay. So yeah, it started out as this. And all I did is I cut around this area here like you would a regular pattern. And then I just, after it was cut out, I put another piece of fabric on it and then sewed. Obviously you turn this over so when you right side turn it, the image will be on the outside. But I just trimmed around this, stitched around it. You don't have to stitch if you don't want to. By all means, you can use hot glue. You could hand sew it. Yeah. But look at that. My goodness. All right, I'm gonna go find some green, hold on, let me find some greenery to put in it. I was gonna wait, but let me look real quick and see what I have here. We'll get some greenery in it so we can see what it's gonna look like. Hold up. I had to cut a piece of greenery from this thing. Dang, that's... So I got a little piece like this. You know what? I'm not feeling that. Hold up. I'll be right back. All right. So I got this wreath. And I'm not feeling this because it's doesn't have enough sparkle on it. I don't even know if I'm gonna like this green. This green looks better than that green. That green looks too bright. I'm gonna have to, if it's too green and I don't like it, like this is, I'll add brown paint over it and squish it up to get it to be brown light. These are okay. I like the color of them. They need some more oomph to them because they look too, they don't have the look I want them to have. So, let me see. How's that go? So let's see. Yeah, see, I'm not liking that. Hold up, I'll be right back. Okay, now this is my favorite one. Okay. You're out. You're in. All right. And this was just a wreath that was on sale because I can't find, the little picks. I can't find any good ones that I like. They all look too, I don't know. They just don't look like my style that I want. And that's going to be too much. And then you can just put you a little bit of greenery in there. Let's add a little pop of red. Oh my goodness. And you don't even have to add anything in there. But look at that. You could add Sweet Annie in there with just a little pop of red. Isn't that precious? But see, these look too new. Too new. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my brown paint. Heck, I could probably just use this walnut ink here. Where'd my paintbrush go? Let me see if this walnut ink will do what I want. It'll get rid of the sparkle, but you can always add more sparkle. Okay, there we go. Look at that. Okay, I'm liking that from a little vintage. Because if something looks old, like my stocking here, I don't want to put something in it that looks new. So I want these to look like they're a little aged. Let me add just a little bit. Ugh. All right. So I got a little bit of that brown paint, and I'm just going to add it in with that little bit of walnut ink. And it still has a little bit of the sparkle that I like. And then these, I'm just gonna little dabble do ya, just to give them more of a little aged look to them. Might need a little bit more of the brown and mixed with that. Okay. That's probably a little too much, but it's fine because when it dries, it won't be that bad, and we can just dab it off a little bit. So now, there. Now I could add a little bit more sparkle, or sometimes if I don't like the color of the green, I'll paint over it. But these two seem to be, I like this green better. Sometimes I'll just paint over it and give it that look that I want. And it still has a little bit of sparkle. All right, get in there. There. There you go. And if you wanted, you could add, if you wanted to add like stains, you know, like drops of paint or whatnot, you could add, you know, just like little drops here and there. I like this. Okay, there we are. What do you think? Simple, simple, simple. And I will post this in my Etsy shop. And by all, you know, there's so many different things that you could make with this. So don't just limit yourself to just this. But yeah. I love it. All right. Thanks for being with me today. I hope y'all have a magnificent, magnificent day. Bye.